Alrighty traders, George here. Time for a look at the week in review as well as the trades of the week. What I'll show you in this video is a summation of what you saw in the live trade room earlier in the week using the DSR model to day trade a few hours in the morning for 3 mornings. And then we'll also look at the balance beam model and the position trade setups from Monday that you saw and how those trades worked out. And then we'll also look at the balance beam spreadsheet. Let's go right to the day trade front here. For the 3 mornings, a little red ink, a little green ink, and a little bit more green ink. $1,147 after commission and a 43% win rate. This is driven by about 6 hours of trading here and all visually derived off of the 5 main signals from the DSR model. So 100% visually driven trading there, and the DSR model showing why it's the right tool for the job even in these conditions that we saw over these last 3 mornings, getting some pretty good per hour gains there. For position trading, we also had some unique circumstances with all 3 setups. I'm not going to show you a snippet of the video that set these up, but I have the screenshots from those setups, and I'll just flash them up here real quick. For starters, we had the NASDAQ essentially looking to be above or below this balance beam here where there's a lot of trading commitment to set up the trades. For gold, another one where we had a key balance beam trading commitment area. We needed to see price negotiate some key price points here to set up the trades. And for oil, we had this scenario here, probably the most bearish of the lot, with a very heavy trading commitment on top of where price was at the time of the video. So these were all from the video that was done Monday evening, these screenshots here. The way these trades worked out, they were more choppy than we've seen any time in the last 3 months. So if you've been a balance beam follower, you probably noticed that. And I'll show you inside the trade how these things worked out, just so you can get this extra level of how powerful these levels are. Ultimately, you want to be a buyer above and a seller below these key areas. This is where all the big houses are doing their trading. It's where all the ma and pa traders are doing their trading. It's where the collective of everyone is doing most of their trading. So you really want to be a part of the moves breaking through these key balance beams. And here for the NASDAQ, it had a bit of difficulty getting through a couple of areas here to the upside. Found the short setup, the secondary short that I called out. The long went in favor, but another stop out here. A couple stop outs to the short side, but the last one went in favor big time here, easily making it to the second target and still running lower here after the close on Friday. For gold, this one a little choppy as well, getting stopped out north and south. Target 1 hit, another short stopped out, a long stopped out, and another target hit on this short here. So this one a little bit more challenged, not taking into account this big move down here at all. Just these initial moves past the key entry spots. And then for oil, which did a lot of heavy lifting this week, but also showed the most chop, this one with a stop out short, a stop out long, then 4 trades back to back to back to back that were all out at break even, another 2 that were stopped out to the long side, another break even trade, another break even trade, and the last one doing all the heavy lifting here, easily running down to hit the 3rd target here. And you can see that by the end of the day on Friday here, we're basically just sort of flattening out after hitting this target down here, 40.45s, and you can see how well the traders sort of reacted to that price point there as a culmination of the big sell move. So the way all that worked out is pretty incredible. This is the most chop that we've seen in position trading here for a very long time, and ultimately you can see why the adage that I like to say, you know, being a buyer above and a seller below is so critical. Here the NASDAQ chop, a couple gainers, a little bit more chop, not risking much to be into any of these positions here, and that last move picking up some real good gains. For oil, which had the most trades, a couple stop outs, many at break even, a couple more stop outs, a few more at break even, and then that last big runaway, it's over 3,400 bucks, moving in favor there to that 3rd target. And for gold, we saw more chop here, 3 stop outs, 1 target, 3 stop outs, 1 target. With these trades here, this puts over $4,000 on the table. Despite a little bit of chop, ultimately some huge gains came from price running away to some known targets. I'm really seeing price race to them. The 2nd target here for the NASDAQ, the 3rd one for oil, almost like a magnet pulling price to them. All visually based trading there, gang. And the great thing is for the signals on the DSR, they're ones that we already knew about in advance. And for the trade setups here on the balance beam, they're ones that you knew about in advance as well. So it's just a matter of price following through and being a part of these great moves. Alrighty, gang, that's going to do it for now. Have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you all back in the live room.